coming to Broadway. It's wonderful.
Race like a pro. It's great.
These are the most amazing rides in the world. I love it here.
There's nothing in the world like Action Park.
The park was revolutionary. Not only was it one of the first water parks of its kind in the United States, but it also marketed itself as the biggest. The park was revolutionary. Not only was it one of the first water parks of its kind in the United States, but it also marketed itself as the biggest. The park was revolutionary. Not only was it one of the first water parks of its kind in the United States, but it also marketed itself as the park was revolutionary. Not only was it one of the first water parks of its kind in the United States, but it also marketed itself as the park was revolutionary. Not only was it one of the first water parks of its kind in the United States, but it also marketed itself as the park was revolutionary. Not only was it one of the first water parks of common amusement park and carnival ride, in which guests were shot up on 2 bungee cords and flipped upside down as they flew through the air. There's no doubt that Motor World had its dangerous attractions, but this is just the beginning of what Action Park has in store. Another section of the park was many non-water-based attractions were located in their own section of the park, sometimes labeled the Alpine Center. These included the aforementioned Alpine slides, as well as a bungee jump titled the Snapple Snap Up Whippersnapper ride. Originally having 2 jump stations and then later 4, guests could jump off the tower for an additional fee. A skate park also had a short run at Action Park. It was poorly designed, as it was surrounded by concrete and many injuries during its existence. Interestingly, Action Park also had an attraction entitled the Action Park Gladiator Challenge, partially based off of the popular American Gladiators TV show. This included obstacle courses and jousting matches against the Action Park Gladiators. Finally, Action Park had its own monorail called the Transmobile. This went to the Ski Lodge, the Alpine Center, and to Motor World. So far, Action Park has proved to be dangerous, but where are the absolutely terrifying rides? Where are the rides that are so insane that their mere existence is unbelievable? Moreover, where are the water slides? This section put the action in Action Park. Waterworld had it all. It was home to the tidal wave pool, a 100 feet by 200 feet pool that could hold anywhere between 500 and 1,000 people. The pool's floor was slanted, and the further a guest went in it, the deeper it got. Waves went 20 minutes on, 10 minutes off, and they could reach a height of over 3 feet. This was challenging for swimmers of all skill levels, as the pool was hard to read and the fresh water was more difficult to swim in than salt water. A dozen lifeguards were on duty at the pool, and they would have to save around 30 people on a busy day. The Tarzan swing was a heavily advertised attraction in which guests would swing on a 20-foot cable over a pool. This spring-fed pool was so cool that lifeguards would have to rescue guests that could not swim after the shock of the cold water. This was also a popular attraction for men to pull down their pants or women to pull up their tops for the line of people to see. The appropriately named Aqua Scoot gave guests a sled, with which they would slide down an assembly line style roller coaster, hurtling them toward a shallow pool that they would skip across. If the guest was not in an ideal position, it would get caught under the water, sending the rider crashing forward. There were originally a pair of these slides, each 30 feet long, but a third slide was eventually added. The diving cliffs had 2 jumping bases, one 23 feet and the other 18 feet tall, with the pool below being 16 feet. The pool was also for non-jumpers, some of which were unaware of the cliffs, which resulted in collisions. There was only one lifeguard on duty, who had to work extra hard to make sure that no one was at the bottom of the pool. The super speed water slides, also known as Geronimo Falls, were a pair of high-speed vertical water slides. One of them was steeper than the other, and both were dangerous. Near these was the safer Kamikaze, which was a more traditional tube slide. The kayak experience was pretty self-explanatory, and used underwater fans to simulate water rapids. This was dangerous, but that goes without saying at this point. A similar ride, the Roarin' Rapids, allowed guests to ride in a 1 or 2 person raft down a similar river. The Surf Hill had riders slide down a multi-laned, multi-hill slide on a mat. Riders could easily cross over to the adjacent lanes and cause collisions. And the 7th hill, nicknamed the Backbreaker, had an additional hump that would send riders flying, resulting in injury. The Colorado River Ride was another raft ride, this time allowing up to 4 people, and it went through the wooded area of the park. At one point, the riders would come to a fork in the river and had to choose between 2 paths. The first path took guests under a waterfall and a series of tunnels. The second path included a waterfall and another fork, with one path being steeper than the other. The ride also included a foot-tall jump that would allow riders and their raft a short airtime. The Aerodonium was a skydiving simulator that caused injuries when guests would try to stop their falls with their arms. Waterworld also had a variety of other typical water slides and pools that were less notable, but there is one in particular that has yet to be mentioned. This is the attraction that made Action Park the most infamous, the Cannonball Loop. A tubed water slide with a vertical loop, similar to that of a roller coaster. It was rumored that during the testing of the attraction, Mulvihill offered $100 to employees who were willing to try it. Test dummies apparently came out of the loop without their heads. When it was open, guests would be weighed, hosed down, and given a set of instructions to decrease the possibility of injury. A hatch was added to the top of the loop to assist stuck riders that could not make it all the way through the slide. Many guests that completed the loop would come out at the bottom, suffering from bloody noses or other injuries, either from hitting the top of the loop or the impact on the way down. The Cannonball Loop was indicative of a larger issue with Action Park, as many of the other attractions were poorly crafted by designers that were less than engineers, and most were designed to minimize cost rather than maximize safety. The rides became even more dangerous when paired with the fact that the park sold alcohol at many of the convenience stands, often to minors. There was even a microbrewery near Motorworld. Many of the guests visiting the inexpensive park came from low-income areas, and did not have the necessary swimming skills to navigate some of the attractions and pools. Action Park also heavily marketed to Spanish populations, but there were no translations or translators for the guests when they visited, so explaining safety instructions was virtually impossible.
You already know that Action Park has the most innovative and exciting rides. The Alpine Slide, Grand Prix race cars, and spectacular water rides. But Action Park means more than just great rides. It means super live shows, fantastic summer festivals, and scrumptious food and drink, including an authentic German brewery. Come to Action Park, because the rides aren't the only thing that's great. Labor Day Polish Festival, September 6th and 7th.
The majority of those employees were teenagers, and were not equipped to handle the rowdy guests of the park. So on any given day, you could have an overcrowded water park filled with drunk teenagers that couldn't swim, riding shoddily built attractions supervised by teenagers that may or may not be able to communicate with them. It is no wonder what happened next. On July 8, 1980, a male employee was riding the Alpine Slide when his cart went off the track. He hit his head on a rock during the crash, killing him. He was only 19. 2 years later, on July 24, 1982, a 15-year-old guest was overcome by the waves of the tidal wave pool and drowned. On August 1st, a mere week later, a 27-year-old guest was riding the kayak experience when he was trying to re-enter his kayak after falling out. When doing this, he made contact with the live wiring that powered the underwater fans. The electrocution sent him into cardiac arrest, and he passed after being rushed to the hospital. 2 years later, in 1984, a guest died on the Tarzan swing after a heart attack, supposedly due to the unexpected shock from the cold water. That same year, on August 27th, a 20-year-old drowned in the tidal wave pool. And on July 19th, 1987, another guest drowned there, giving it the nickname the Grave Pool. These deaths are tragic, and often overshadowed by the lunacy and legacy of Action Park. Interestingly enough, Action Park was able to avoid many lawsuits with these deaths and many other injuries, due in part to its reputation, and also the lax regulations New Jersey had for amusement and water parks. Great American Recreation was even able to expand the Action Park brand to other parts of the country, opening Pocono Action Park in Tannersville, Pennsylvania in 1980, and Action Mountain in Pine Hill, New Jersey in 1984.
Get wild. Get wet at Action Mountain.
Feel the thrill as you zoom through the black holes. Spin and splash on our bumper boats. While the kids play in our fun-filled kiddie area, cool off in our huge swimming pool, or race around the Grand Prix track. Get on any of our action-packed rides at Action Mountain in Pine Hill, New Jersey.
It's awesome.
Pocono Action Park had many repeat attractions as Action Park, and was closed in 1991. Action Mountain ran into some financial difficulties with the IRS and the town it was located in, and was closed in 1986. So why did the original Action Park close? While Action Park and Mulvihill were able to avoid lawsuits with many of the accidents and deaths, the two deaths in 1984 stemmed cases that rightfully plagued the park with a variety of legal problems. Mulvihill eventually pled guilty to 5 charges of insurance fraud. He and his associates claimed that the park saw over 1 million guests a year, and therefore the death toll was comparatively low. The local ER, on the other hand, said that they would have to treat 5 to 10 guests on some days. In response to the high amount of guests visiting the hospital, Action Park bought Vernon, New Jersey, new ambulances. Despite all of these issues, the downfall of Action Park wouldn't come until 1996, and it was actually due to Great American Recreation's financial issues and not the park itself. On September 2nd, 1996, Action Park ended its final season, still with the hope that it would reopen the next year. However, Great American Recreation's bankruptcy made it impossible for Action Park to continue operations, so it didn't reopen. After this, the ski resort and Action Park were handed from investor to investor, undergoing renovations for 2 years before reopening in 1998 as Mountain Creek. Safety was a priority under this management, and a valiant effort was put forth to distance Mountain Creek from Action Park's reputation. However, in 2010, Mountain Creek underwent a bankruptcy of its own, and the water park and ski resort was sold to the Mulvihill family. 2 years after this, in 2012, Eugene Mulvihill passed away, and his son Andrew Mulvihill took over ownership of the park. 2 years later, in 2014, Mountain Creek was rebranded back to Action Park. The park reopened many of its classic attractions, and started construction on new, terrifying ones. The Sky Caliber was another attempt at a 360-degree vertically looping water slide, although it used technology to enhance safety. From my knowledge, it is yet to open at the park, and there's almost no information on its status. The new Action Park tried to use nostalgia to draw guests back for 2 years, before in 2016 it was renamed back to Mountain Creek, in order to once again get away from the negative connotation of Action Park. Early this year it was announced that Johnny Knoxville would be producing, writing, and starring in a film inspired by Action Park, but it was not shot on location. Death is heartbreaking, especially in environments designed for happiness and joy. Despite 6 people losing their lives there, Action Park is not remembered for its death toll. It is remembered for and by the kids that grew up with it and survived it. It is seen as a place where the quote-unquote popular and brave teens hung out. The fact that it was referred to as Traction Park or Class Action Park doesn't matter, because its inherent danger is more of a fond memory to the majority of its visitors. The burns, bruises, and the fractured tibias were a rite of passage for its former guests. You think you're cool because you survived a tame roller coaster at Disney in California or at Universal in Florida? Well, welcome to Vernon, New Jersey. Were you able to survive Action Park?
Fun!
Nice job.
Wait, she's gonna go swim and get a microphone. She'll give us her.
Oh, look at her. It's like out of a movie.
This is good. Where is she?
Wait a second.
We lost
What
Anna.
happened to her?
Greg, you need to go rescue
Here we go.
Anna.
Let's see. Let's just take a... Indeed. Yay! First of all,
Starting on Saturday,
nice bathing suit.
they're open from 10:30
Greg.
to 7.
Stay
What's that?
appropriate.
Never mind.
Anna, you look great, and you handled that beautifully. I'm just trying to keep Greg in check.
Why are you so out of breath?
Bye, guys. I'm going to go put some clothes on.
Hold on a second. No, not so fast, Anna. Let's see.
Anna.
Let's see. This is in New Jersey, right?
Be nice.
Well, I just want to talk to her a little while
Stop
longer.
milking this shot.
I'm just wondering, Anna, how long did it take you, let's see, to
To
drive?
get undressed?
To drive, yeah, well, we saw that. How long is the trip? Oh, wait a second. Wait,
I think that's smart. Anna, go dry off. We'll see you in a little bit. What is wrong with you?
relax.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Anna.
Okay, I guess we're done.
Yo, we're done. It's over. At least I hope so. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Or, I can't really see you. Whatever. How are you? How's everyone today? do apologize. My grandmother's watching TV and it's a bit loud. But how goes everyone's night? I was in your stream and I heard you fapping. It's not true. It's all not true. So I guess while we wait for like an hour, we can have Q&A. So, you got any PC ass questions y'all want to know about me? Now's the time to answer. Just want to make sure something. Alright, cool. Stream's in working order. Alright, let's see what I can download on Steam real quick. That doesn't really require a password. Yo, why you laughing at me, boy? Boy. No, it's not. I told you, my grandmother's watching TV. It's loud. It's because that the computer that I'm on is like directly in the living room or close to the living room. So the TV has to be loud for my grandmother. Ooh, Tekken started streaming. Like, here, we'll watch this for a little bit. Oh no, it's Yanu. God damn it, Yanu. You always gotta come in here and ruin our shit.
Who are you talking to?
People! It's it's my grandmother. Not my mom. I'm pretty sure you already heard my mom before.
Afro, I'm Sage and this is the replacement Rip. I've never been so happy to be in this room without him. He's still in Australia. The last I saw of him, he was doing law poses, trying to fight a kangaroo, or something like that. I was like, dude, what the hell is that?
That's like the story mode in like Tekken 2 or something.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, but this guy Steve, dude, he warns me about doing crazy things all the time because of white people stuff. He was trying to fight a kangaroo too. That's what I'm saying. It was crazy.
He was talking about on stream how he doesn't want to fight a kangaroo because you know, like they're all buff and stuff.
They are. They'll definitely mess you up. They're sinewy. Like when you look at their muscles and stuff, I'm like, oh my god, they're horrifying. I wouldn't want to mess with a kangaroo, dude.
Yeah, they were like size like 20 sneakers and stuff. I'm not trying to mess with that.
Yeah. So we're watching Battle Arena Melbourne. We have, since it's a master event, we have some of the highlights in the pools in the top 16. Then the top 8. Usually when we do these recaps, I'm sure you watch every week.
Yes.
So you know all about this.
I'm an avid
viewer.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So you know that if it's a challenger event, we only usually watch the top 8.
Okay.
That's usually the strategy, right? But when it's a master event, we have more highlights. So I'm going to pull up the old player here. We're going to jump into the recap. for BAM. This is a really sick event. I like this event. And yeah, if you guys are following along on the Tekken World Tour at home, BAM is a dope event. It was really good on Master Field event. I like this guy Aiken a lot. I like his style.
Yeah, I have no idea what character he played. I assume he was a law player from the looks.
You know what's messed up from the looks of things? You know what's messed up is that all I heard about this dude Aiken was that everybody just said he looks like Rick.
Yeah.
That's all everybody just said. So when you say I just assumed he played like law or something, I'm like, man, he's like that.
But he's super sick. I mean, these combos right here, like, no, this stuff you know because you're playing anywhere. Player anywhere. And he hit some sick combos in this tournament too. I mean, you just saw that one with the rage shot. He'll hit one a sick one on Rip later on.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing that I was impressed with mostly about Aiken, is that I felt like he was playing super hot, right? Like, he looked pretty solid. He was beating the heck out. Oh, we got the Rip match on here. It's perfect. Like, he was beating the heck out of Rip, right? I was like, this guy's a beast. And then, you know how Rip does things, right?
Poorly?
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, that's just how it is, right? Like, he beat the hell out of him the first time. And then, yeah, as you can see, it turned around pretty quick. 2 rounds for Rip already in the second game.
There we go. And this was, so, like, the Australian crowd was hyping this match up. Someone made a poster of this match before the event even happened. They were like, this is the dream match.
Yeah, I thought that the Love Neat versus Rip was supposed to be the dream match, right? Like, everybody said that. They were like, oh, yeah, like, that's, like, the one to watch. But I don't know.
Well, Love Neat, unfortunately, I don't think he went. He was DQ'd, so I think he just didn't show up. He signed
out. Heard about that. I wondered why. I didn't know that that was a thing.
It's unfortunate. I would have liked to have seen him, see how well he would have done at this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, he was super, super sick. He beat Knee in convincing fashion through some trickery, but he did a great job. And this is a pretty sick match. It was looking like a blowout for Rip, actually, after that second game. He won 5 straight rounds, I think, and then Aiken, he started to bring it back. And in usual Rip fashion, he always finds a way. I'm not sure how he does it.
He makes his opponent believe that he's good, and then he does something like that.
It's like you knew, dude. We were watching this. I forgot. You and I were at Super Arcade, and I think one of us was like, all you gotta do is block the slide, dude. You said stomp right there, right?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna do something dumb like a stomp. He did back 4, which was actually the smartest thing he could have done. A safe mid?
I forgot about that. Yeah, we were watching this match. I totally remember. No beat. Man, this is, you know what I like about BAM? I thought this was a cool event because I feel like the players who usually kind of struggle to show up as well as they should did a lot better.
I'm trying my best here, okay? Hello? Am I speaking to the War Dog? Never mind. I guess back to the Tekken.
New Zealanders. I didn't realize.
Hello.
What can I hear?
You can hear me.
Got so much trouble logging. The Tekken account is like Fort Knox. It's like the G-Corp building trying to get in here, dude. I was like, what's going on?
Kazuya's all beating us up trying to walk in.
Yeah, dude, we tried to get in here. There's 1,000 Jack 7 bots stopping us from logging into the Twitch channel. It was crazy. I was like, you guys are beasts. I don't know. The Namcops have got it tough, dude. I don't know how they have such high security. How does Eris get through?
He never does it on their time.
It was crazy, man. But
is that better?
Nobi played really well. What I liked about Nobi is that he was playing a bunch of different matchups, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely has said that in the past that he's had trouble with Dragunov in certain matchups. So you see him, obviously earlier we saw him play Fang. I think we've seen him play some other characters, but seeing him play Fang, Steve. Steve was a very new pick. I don't think I've ever seen him play any character other than Fang and Dragunov before this tournament. So the Steve pick was super surprising, but it worked out in his favor.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a weird character, but Nobi to me is always like, he's a super fast-paced, like really offensive player. Right?
Oh, very offensive.
And you can see it in his Steve play, even his Dragunov, like the way JDCR is like, I guess I'm gonna backdash 95 times in a row, right? And like Nobi's like, run a backswing blow. I'm like, what in the world? Like, it's such a different style.
Yeah. I even felt that in my body. Like, he's in a backswing blow right now.
Yeah, down 2, and then he's like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna launch. I don't care.
It's definitely a Nobi's play style, man, but it works out well for him a lot.
Yeah, and that's one thing when I was talking to JDCR, I was asking him like kind of what the difference between many of the Japanese players and the Korean players are, and he's like, Japanese players are so aggressive, right? Like that's the thing. He's like, they're so aggressive, and Korean players, like, they kind of wait. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that you see a lot, and it's interesting to notice the difference between those styles.
Yeah, but you know, actually, within Japan too, it feels like there's different styles as well. Like, you know, Noroma is not necessarily he's not aggressive compared to like Nobi.
Yeah.
So I think that, you know, that's, you know, him being on the west side of Japan, I think, you know, their play style is a lot different than the central Tokyo play style, which is where Nobi and all the Yamasa guys are from.
Yeah, maybe that's what, I mean, in Tokyo they're busy. You know, they gotta get moving. I can't believe that hit him, dude.
Yeah.
He was in another time zone.
He made that running 2 hit from all downtown.
Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, damn, we're jumping into the top 32. So everything before this was pools matches.
Yeah.
Man, we're 6 minutes into this video. We're already in the top 32. That's how you know it was good. 6 minutes of pools. And they're like, no, we're done. So there's Noroma. And we saw a lot of Katarina here.
Yeah, that was such a surprise pick from Chanel, though.
Yeah, he plays a lot of weird characters, I feel like. But it was cool. Like, you know what? I saw like a tweet that said something that was like, a lot of the Korean players think that Katarina is strong against certain strong characters. Like Leo. That was like a character they were like, yeah, there's certain characters that they feel Katarina is like a counter pick to.
Yeah, we saw me playing a lot of Katarina surprisingly too, which was such an odd pick. I've never seen me play any female characters ever, I feel like.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, that seems like a really weird pick for him.
Right.
But I thought it was really cool to see more of that character because, like, the new characters, a lot of them have become popular, like Katarina, or Kazumi is a good example, right?
Yeah.
But it was cool to see people playing Katarina. Like, I don't know. It was great to see more character variety. I mean, I feel like Tekken is usually pretty good about that.
Right.
Just like what, the last Master event, there was like every single character was on stream from pools to top 8 or something like that.
Yeah, basically almost every character. I think like, you know what, there might have been every single character. Like someone just picked King for no reason. It's like that was the last character.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He was like, I guess I'll just play King. Yeah, I forgot about that. JDCR versus Ulsan here. Ulsan, the Nightmare Boys are super good.
Yeah, they have a handful of players in Korea, and so Ulsan's probably their most consistent. It seems like every tournament he's entered so far, he's made top 8. You know, he had a really
jeez.
He had a really good placing at Evo Japan. I think he got 5th there.
Yeah. They both had top 8 winners at Evo Japan, right?
Yeah, him and Guda.
Guda, yeah. Who is
no, I can hear you.
mostly, right?
Hello.
Hello, chat.
How is everyone? Or how are you?
What was an echo? I ain't got the stream on.
So have you decided on
a weird echo?
I gotta say, after watching this event, 9th level bowl cut.
I mean, I could go for the bowl cut, but I feel like
can you hear me now?
I'm not Korean enough to do it.
Okay, cool.
Can't do it?
Yeah.
We're looking for
just when you talked, there was like a weird fucking echo. It's like you were
Anybody has recommendations for Rick's haircut?
I'm going to a salon tomorrow. A salon.
A salon?
Yeah. Or a saloon. I don't know what it is. It's either I'm getting a haircut or going to.
So how do you think Phil's been doing?
Fapping. Like always.
Fapping.
Like always. Also, I do apologize. My grandmother is watching TV.
It's fine. I'm not even going to be going anywhere. I'm just kind of doing my shit in Destiny. You know, sound off because it's boring ass weekly shit.
In particular, I feel like it's so weird about what it avoids.
Yeah. Not only what it avoids, but what it hits and what it's such a weird hitting move.
Damn, it just turned into
that was like the chat that wouldn't talk to anyone. Weird.
Was daylight savings? What was that? I guess that's what it's like in Ontario. We were talking
it's the night stream. It's gonna be all boring and stuff.
Yeah. Fuck, even the day stream gets boring. I mean, hell, yesterday I was like, to some guys, I'm like, can we just watch you play Euro Truck Simulator instead of Phil because fuck, he's boring.
I can't tell the difference between the Australian and New Zealand flags. You and I looked it up so we wouldn't look like ignorant bigots, and I still can't.
Can the stream actually hear me? Like, cause
let me check.
Because they don't seem to be talking, so it's hard to. Can the stream actually find out?
Yeah, they can.
Okay, it's fine. They're just being sleepy.
Yeah. Be like, yo, my dinner's ready. I gotta eat. gotta idle.
Gotta go idle. Fine, so I'll entertain the troops. It's fine. I got this.
History of this game. I feel like nobody's just.
So does anyone want to say anything about Zombie? He's not here now.
I feel like stylistically, there's
Don't worry. Cool. Stay between you and me.
I guess.
Fuck you here. Shit.
Lots of players that he sort of struggles to be consistent. Yeah. And I wonder how much of that is just playing a Mishima or gosh, Dash 1 is crazy.
No, he's so good.
He's dead.
I was like, yo, I don't really have anything to play right now, so I'm
You
like.
said you were gonna get dinner before you were gonna get dinner, so I was like, hey, we can now use this moment to shit talk Zombie, and then like you fucking come here and like, oh shit.
No. What I was saying was probably probably everyone in the chat's all like, yo, my dinner's ready. I gotta idle.
All right. I thought you were like, hey, my dinner's ready. I gotta go. I was like, oh okay. Oh, that's fucking retarded.
Almost got this. He did the stick combo. Boom.
This is why I fucking hate Hangout, to be honest, because Hangout's just so fucking janky.
Yeah. Like I said, if the person that had the password for this computer was here, I would get Discord in a heartbeat, but he's not here right now.
Discord's far superior than the shit show. So.
What do you mean it's a shit show? We got Tekken. Look at that. Look at these moves. Look at these moves.
Fucking old ass Tekken, man.
It's not even a year.
What Tekken's that? 5?
No, it's 7.
Tekken 7? Shit.
Yeah,
same shit.
It hasn't been a year.
It looks like it looks like it used to fucking years ago. Oh god, that ain't good. I remember when Tekken was a fucking staple of the community. God, I fucking Phil thinks he's gonna get so many subs in this. I'm gonna get so many subs with this fucking what was it? This 3rd anniversary coming. I'm gonna get so many subs. No, you're not really.
Huh?
DSP, he thinks he's gonna get so many subs.
Oh.
It's just like, fucking hell. There's 18 people in this fucking Freedom chat, not one of them's talking. Come on, people. Talk, Jesus.
Where the hell is it? Here we go. We can watch some quality Tekken right here. You're just gonna watch me beat up DSP for like a good 6 minutes.
Jesus.
Hey, I mean, I always wanted to commentate on what was going through my mind when I beat up DSP in Tekken, so.
Oh, it's so funny actually hearing it. Remember when Dead Pylons played him?
Yeah.
It was so funny hearing Dead Pylons audio from like his side of it. It's pretty funny.
Alright. What does that look like? Close enough.
Fuck it. It'll do. It's fine.
No, it's because I'm using like OBS Studio. I don't know too much about it since I use the older ones. So I was like, cool. I have the screen kind of trimmed out so it only shows DSP stream and like just a little bit of white. And I forgot I don't want to resize it for the video, so I'm like, fuck it. I'll just.
Yeah, it's like because like you're obviously using all your not all your own shit.
Yeah.
So.
It's okay. I think we have the general layout.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. So, what was going through my mind? This is the second time I fought DSP. The first time I failed to create salt because I lost.
Good job.
Yeah, everyone was all like giving me shit about it.
Yeah, I think we were on there. We're like, say, go fuck him up, zombie, and you lost. I'm like, get the fuck out. You're banned. Get out. You no longer live back in here.
But yeah.
Just fortune.
So I think what happened. I think what happens to like the first 2 rounds where I lose is that like I'm trying to understand what DSP is going to do, because like seeing him doing it and then actually playing against him doing what he does is kind of weird.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna use a couple of rounds. I was only gonna think of like using 1 round to understand it, but it ended up being 2.
Are you king or is he king?
I'm Alyssa because I'm on the left. I always choose the left. I always choose my opponent to be on the right.
What was it like when you switched? Just like the character around wasn't always now, but you were fucking up there though. Holy shit.
Yeah. But I believe. Do I take a round off of him? No, no, I don't, because this is the one where I lose because he spams the down kicks, and there wasn't really much I could do.
Yeah, he keeps calling other people spammers and he just didn't spam that shit.
And calls me a spammer.
Yeah. And then reacts like he fucking, you know.
Also, the reason why I think the reason why I always go down for like the slide kick into the 4 is because I just really like it. It was like really cool. It's like, oh, I get to launch people with that move.
Yeah.
And so I believe, I think this might be around the time that I was about to experience, like my heart was racing because I was like, oh my god, I took a round off, but it wasn't like beating that fast.
Yeah, I mean it's DSP, so you know.
Yeah. It's
like, yeah, I beat DSP, but it's, you know.
Hey, I mean, I helped. I was in like Tekken videos. Okay, my job was complete. I got famous off DSP for a little bit, and then I dwindled back down.
Yeah, you went back into the, you know who you are.
Oh, I know who I am. I'm a guy that makes shitty ass YouTube videos.
Fucking better than what he does. I mean, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean?
I mean, I'm getting better with my YouTube videos, but it's like I haven't done anything.
No, you know, everyone has off days, so.
Also, I like it how I beat him with the grab, and and so what happened is after I beat him, I screamed at the top of my lungs, but I shouldn't have because my mother was sleeping.
It's like, boy, wake me up again.
But
back of my head.
But like I was like running around the house, like, oh my god, I beat him. My dad's all like, what'd you do? It's like, yeah, I beat that guy I hate on the internet. He's like, cool.
Come clean your room, bitch.
my room is clean.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the 3rd time I fought DSP right here.
So what's your record right now with DSP? Are you like 2-1 or?
We are even.
Oh, but you played him 3 times though, so how does that work?
I played him a 4th time on my friend's account because I knew that
technically wasn't you though, so.
I know technically it wasn't me, but
so technically you're 2-1.
Yeah, I'm technically 2-1.
Hey.
Who are you talking to?
A friend. Is that okay?
Oh, the back talk. Next we're gonna hear this. Zombie gets slapped across the face. Jesus.
Yeah, I would.
You would get bitch slapped on national TV. And then you have a whole lot of freedom chat.
It wouldn't be on national TV. Because no one's gonna. Yo, I don't have a webcam, so who's gonna see it? They're just gonna hear the audio.
And I can verify this was Zombie Smasher getting smashed.
But if we're actually going to do it by like account standards, yes, I am up 1 game on DSP. But if we're doing like total matches, we are basically even because he beat me.
Yeah.
He beat me 1 final time on a friend's account.
Randy, what the fuck is that? What's that? Oh, it's a slap emote. The most tiniest fucking slap emote that Randy could have found. He found it. It's like how small that fucking thing is.
Hey, at least someone's active in the chat.
Yeah, like, hey, Randy, woo! It's like fucking 18 people, only Randy's the only one that's actually awake. job, Randy. Proud of you. Okay, the fucking people on sparrows.
So I think I believe every time I fought DSP, I'd always wait for him to do like a move, because what happens is that if I try to go aggressive, which I'm an aggressive player when I play games. Sometimes, I completely get shut down.
Yeah, because you try too hard. Yeah.
And that's the reason why I catch DSP with so much stuff, because I'm looking at his character model on what he's doing, and when I see him press a button, I capitalize.
Yeah, and then you complain you're a spammer.
Well, I mean, I use the good moves, okay? I practice with these moves, and then I got a bit better, and I know like 3 to 4 combos that I can execute by memory.
Yeah, I always love his fucking responses. Like, if you notice though, that when he's playing streamer and stuff like that, it's always good matches against these people he knows and these cucks. But see, when it's against other players, it's always all the laggy, all the spammers, all the fucking faggots. It's like, I've noticed it's never anything positive. It's like, you know what I mean? You always get to say something negative, but every player, unless it's a cuck, then it's like, oh no, he's a good player.
Also, one thing to say, that when DSP says that I'm a laggy spammer, it's not true, because when I fought DSP, well, this technically the second match, which is the one we're watching right now, I fought him on Wi-Fi, but the first match I beat him in was on LAN. Yeah,
I mean, his like, I'm sorry, right? His whole fucking thing about, oh, it's on lag, it's on Wi-Fi, it's all laggy. They're a load of shit. Like, I played countless multiplayer games on I don't play on anything other than Wi-Fi. There's only lag spikes now and then, but it's like, there's never game crushing fucking lag spikes. So, like, what you say is bullshit. So, it's just fucking weird. Also, have you noticed, like, whenever you see, like, on, you see their connection bar, you never see his. Like, why?
Because
why?
I don't think games, like older games, would do that. But
even in Street Fighter, like we don't see it on the Street Fighter one. He's constantly got 0 bars.
Yeah.
So, he's got a hard on for fucking hate Nintendo, which is funny.
Where the hell?
Which doesn't show your connection. Oh, okay.
No, it actually does.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So, at the end, it shows everyone's connection, except mine, because mine's technically always gonna be a 5 bar, because that's what it's showing it to me, but I can see everyone else's, like, who has a 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar, or 5 bar. And I believe the first one shows it as well. Yeah, it does, except it doesn't want to be shown.
I always find it fucking retarded, to be honest, when he complains about that shit.
Yeah, and like the first match when I beat him was on LAN.
Yeah, you beat him again and with Wi-Fi. So
well, I beat him on Wi-Fi because I didn't have time to set up my PS4, because I just got home from classes. I was like, I just got off the bus. I'm like, ooh, let me turn on my computer and see what everyone's up to. Oh, DSP's in a tournament? Like, yo, let me go join this tournament. Oh my god, I'm fighting DSP. Let me rough him up a little bit.
There was I remember that streamer that played him in that off Street Fighter. No, not Street Fighter. Dragon Ball Z Fighters, and then he's like, should I leave after they beat him? He was like, he's like, hey, should I leave? And everyone was like, yeah, leave. And he left. He's got a fucking fit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was awesome when he had that fit.
Now, now the one game that I can tell you that requires you not to play on Wi-Fi is Dissidia, because like For Honor, before they had like dedicated servers, is peer-to-peer.
Yeah, so like, I mean, it's the same with Destiny. Destiny's that too. Destiny's like, if you join someone that's a bit of a laggy connection, you're gonna get things. Same Mass Effect 3 had the same thing. If the host had a laggy connection, you were gonna lag like fuck.
Yeah.
And it always was like whenever we were playing it, we used to like notice because our friend would always be running into a wall. And we're like, oh well, he died. You know, we knew he had crashed out because you know, because the lag was so bad that he actually DC'd. But I don't like, he hates every multiplayer game. And he's thinking that Ultra Street Fighter 2 is going to be any better. It's like, it's not. It's not going to be any better. It's the same game, they just updated little bits of it, so I honestly don't know what he's expecting from this. He's going to get shit rocked because the problem as well is that all the pros are going to be on it.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be playing it. So he thinks he's going to body folk. He's going to get bodied himself, and he's going to whine about it like he always does. So
like the real question is that is DSP going to play Soul Calibur? Because if he does play Soul Calibur, would he recognize me?
I don't know. But has he said in the past that he would play Soul Calibur?
I don't know, because I wouldn't know. So the real question is DSP gonna play Soul Calibur? Because Soul Calibur, I don't think Soul Calibur has a release date yet. I believe they just said it's gonna come out later this year.
Probably. Well, I don't honestly think.
Yeah, it just says 2018, so we don't know when it's gonna come out. But if he does manage to play Soul Calibur, and we come face to face again, would he remember who I am? If not, great, then I could beat the crap out of him all I want. If he does, then I might have to make another account.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't, because he's let folk back in who are banned. He doesn't fucking remember.
What is it? I think I cheered to him and I didn't get banned. I cheered to him when he was all like, "What can I play?" I just gave him like 10 bits, play Tekken. He's all like, Zombie Smasher cheered 10 bits, it's like play Tekken. I'm like, no. I'm like, oh cool, I'm not banned.
I mean, like, I remember when BSV tried to get back in? Like, he's fucking on that other weird account. I was like, he fucking tried to ban evade.
Yeah.
It was funny as fuck. It was like such a weird name. It was like a name that was so just BSV, but he used a fucking different name. It's like, come on, you're not even trying anymore.
Yeah.
And then he told me in a message on Discord and Twitter that he was using a VPN.
Wow.
Like, I'm gonna be there for my boy's fucking birthday. Of course I'm gonna be there. Like, fuck off. You know what I mean? Your boy's birthday. The fuck?
So, let me give you some context on this 20-second or 28-second video. So, this is a video series that I like to watch called The Impractical Gamer. And what's funny was when I first watched this, I was like just browsing through songs, and then I happened to stumble upon the Lonely Island song where it's all like, I threw it on the ground.
Jesus, mother of God.
And like, so this guy literally takes the DK plushie that's on the couch and throws it on the ground. So I'm all like, so like in my bootleg editing software before I got Vegas, I was all like, cool, I got the sound clip. Let's just band-aid it to the video, and I was like, cool. I made a meme.
You're welcome. You have become Yanu.
I am Yanu. I'm a better Yanu because I don't at Restreamer DSP is talking, and then you unmute it and it's still his shitty music.
I did that to fucking Gouch like 2 days ago. It was awesome. The funniest shit ever. Like, oh, I never said he was live talking. I just said he was talking. It was funny.
But yeah, let me give you the rundown on my YouTube. So 6 years.
Let's
ago.
do. Oh my god, you're just doing a Theo, where Theo went back and watched old videos. That's what you're doing.
Well, I mean, no one's talking, so I could do whatever the hell I want.
Oh, Gouch was went. Oh, it's you, War Dog, Dulan. Well, who the fuck else do you think it was? It's like, you know, what other Scots person do you know that's in Freedom Jet?
So so 6 years ago, I put up 2 videos. A year after that, I did an LP of a game that's technically dead. Rest in peace, that game. And then I just started.
What game is that?
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
The best game ever. So beat 'em up. And then
Mike, why are you typing Skyclaw? Skyclaw's not even here. Skyclaw can't save you.
And then I did some miscellaneous stuff. There's some stuff that I got a capture card, and I was like, oh my god, cool, I can do more stuff. I don't have to point a shitty webcam at my TV. And then I realized it. I was like, holy shit, I became DSP for like a good year.
It's like, oh my god.
It's whatever, because even though the Scott Pilgrim Let's Play didn't really do so well because no one knows who I was, I still enjoyed it, and it was really nice to go back and like watch me. I mean, look at how shitty the video looks. look at how shitty that is. Look at that line that just goes on the TV.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah, that's like that's that old ass kind of fucking TV. That's that old ass good shit.
Yeah, this is what my LP career looked like. It went from this. It went from that to.
I like how
to this.
Sorry, I like how Mega Mike says that me and Skyclaw sound the same.
Oh.
That line is a feature in some modern games. Probably. It would not fucking surprise me.
Yeah, so the video quality went from like really shitty pointing a camera at a TV to like, oh my god, look at this capture card. Look at this capture card capturing a Wii.
Capturing a Wii, dude. Oh shit, man, that's pretty nice. It's like you're in the future or some shit.
Yeah. And then it went from that to capturing PS3, and I think this is the time when I started actually doing live streams, and the video qualities weren't like okay because I didn't really understand live streaming. But then when I found like the right bit type, it's like all my stuff with the capture card that I've done on stream has been shown at 720p, which is pretty okay. But yeah, I went from being a Let's Player to a speedrunner in the course of like 2 years. Actually, no, 3 years. And then what happened was I think I was getting burnt out of speedrunning, because I was speedrunning the same game over and over, and I've done some like miscellaneous speedruns here and there, but I do plan to get back into speedrunning. I think my last speedrun was like 2 years ago.
Jesus, well, like this stream for you. Do a speedrun.
I would speedrun, but I don't have my I don't have my PS3 and I don't have my capture card with me.
Oh, I know. I didn't mean right now though. I was like, you know.
I know. I plan to do a speedrun probably during one of DSP's most boring things and be like speedrun. But I would purposely mess up so that way I wouldn't get world record. So that way, when I submit the video, it's not like I'm watching someone while speedrunning a game for the enjoyment of other people. So I'd be like,
So apparently Mega might use an iToy for the mic. Fuck, you remember the iToy for the PlayStation 2?
Oh, I had that.
Oh my god.
I had fun with that iToy.
I was cleaning. You were like cleaning windows. Remember that shit?
No, hold on, yo. Hold on.
I was cleaning windows.
No.
Fucking awesome, that was.
No.
It's so good.
No, here you go. I got you. Here we go.
You got me.
I got you. This is the pinnacle of this game. This is what everyone was doing.
That's all you did with the fucking iToy. Just played that game where you just like used to watch Windows. Yes, all you did, and it had like the best fucking song ever. It was so fucking awesome. It just fucking. I used to like cheat. It's like I figured out I can get like a cushion on the couch, and I was able to fucking wipe the whole screen with it.
No. What happened was that the way I cheated, I just grabbed the camera, like shook it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you could hack it for your webcam. It was quality. Yeah, it was. It's pretty good.
This is also the one that I spent a lot of time on. Just flail your arms up like all around.
Jesus.
Fight. Yeah, I remember the iToy. Oh, yo, let's watch the production. Let's watch the intro when you first turn on an iToy.
Welcome to the world of iToy. Now you're probably raring to get going with it, but if you haven't played games using iToy before, there's just a few things you need to know to help you get the most fun out of it. It's really very simple. The only other things you'll need are a console, a TV, and yes, a player. Ah, yes, you'll do fine. Now, first plug the iToy USB camera into either of the two USB connectors on your console. Then, place the camera in the middle of your TV, either below or immediately above it. Just stand back 1.5 to 2 meters. That's better. You need to make sure that your image is in the center of the screen. If it is not, gently tilt the camera up or down until it is. There's no need to move the whole camera.
Step far enough
back. If you're a
back
little blurry, you can adjust the focus by rotating the manual focus ring on the camera. Now, most important, you must stand out clearly on the screen. So arrange the lighting so that you are not too bright or too dark. But don't worry, a red light on the camera will come on if you are too dark. So, just make yourself a little brighter. Now, you are ready to play. There is no controller in iToy. You are the controls. That's right. Just move your arms, your head, or any part of your body. But obviously, make sure you have enough room to play. Now, if you should need to stop the game, just place your hand right in front of the camera. One last thing. You can, of course, cheat by moving your whole body close to the camera. But where's the fun in that? Now, have fun playing iToy. Goodbye.
Oh, is this the actual US one? Yeah, this is. I was like, yo, why does the announcer for like this instructional video like sound so pal?
It's so pal.
Yeah, cause I'm like, I didn't want to. I'm not trying to make it offensive, but like, he sounded pal because he was using meters. He said the word meters, and I'm like, oh, this is the PAL version of the intro. I'm like, you know, where is the NTSU?
I don't think there was one. Was there?
Yeah, there was. Cause I know the iToy instructional video by this guy's voice.
Either below or immediately above it. Yes, stand back 5 or 6 feet, please.
Yeah, because he says feet, so in the US we use feet, we don't use meters, although we should.
Yeah, because you're just, you know, retarded.
You need to make sure you must stand out clearly on the screen. So
you know it's true, don't try and lie.
Or too dark. But don't worry, a red light on the camera will come on if you are too dark, so just make yourself a little brighter. Now you're ready to play. There is no controller in iToy. You are the control. That's right. Just move your arms, your head, or any part of your body.
I think at a young age, I think me and my sister just died laughing when this grandma was kicking things over.
But obviously, make sure you have enough room to play.
Like, Gran, no, stop.
Now, if you should need to stop the game,
get kicked in the face. Oh, damn, my face.
But yeah, that was iToy back in the PS2 days when we were just watching Windows and stuff.
Yeah, that's basically all you did. You played washing windows, and I think that was all you did, not.
Oh no, you played Kung Fu because that one wasn't as it didn't take up a lot of resources because all you were doing, similar to like washing windows, you're flailing your arms all around killing ninjas.
Yeah. you were just killing ninjas. Who the fuck is having surgery?
My grandmother's watching Grey's Anatomy.
I started watching that and then I was like, nah, this is just a fucking chick flick. Go away. So boring. That show.
She likes the show. She's watching reruns because that's all that's on TV.
Yeah. Watching reruns because that's all that's on with Grey's Anatomy and I think it finished.
But yeah, I think at some point, I think it was around 2 years ago, that I went from speedrunning to just putting up miscellaneous videos. I'm like, oh, the online feature of Lightning Returns is going out, so I was like, let me dedicate 21 minutes to like as a tribute to it because I really like Lightning Returns. And then was like, oh, let me give you my thoughts and gameplay on Neo. And I was like, this is like a Japanese Dark Souls. It's fun. I might pick it up one day. So back to speedrunning. I went back to speedrunning, and then I did this joke speedrun of like the Silver Case demo, and there's really not much you do. You just like mash the text button, and then you move a couple. You just like press the arrow keys to move, and you're like, oh cool, it's over. So then I mashed the advanced text and move the arrows to move, and then I beat the demo. That's all you do. And then I think this is around the time. You remember these? Remember these that always surfaced on the internet about like DSP experiences bugged : whatever.
No.
Okay, so all right, hold on. Let me show you what I mean. So these are these videos. They usually start off like this. It's an Animaniacs skit of what's a good idea and what's a bad idea.
Oh, yeah. Can a good idea, bad idea?
Yeah, good idea, bad idea. I made one.
Oh, did you? Shit.
Yeah, I made one, and this is like my first time doing it, and I haven't made another one. But it was around the time DSP was playing Dead Rising 1, and he experienced the vacuum sniper rifle.
The vacuum sniper. Fuck.
I kind of did it the really cheapy way. I kind of did it the cheap way, where it's like, but I kind of, my approach was like, cool, I'm gonna skateboard to him and hope he doesn't shoot me. And then I'm gonna take some chainsaws, I'm gonna go
Go away.
And then he beats me up. And then like, so this literally is what? It's like a minute 22, I believe. Or a minute 15?
What time was she staying to?
Oh, it's a minute 19, but literally that's my clip. This is a clip that I did on a stream. The rest of it is all DSP because I forgot to edit some stuff. I forgot to edit all the downtime.
I see.
So that's pretty much it. So then I did that. And then I started doing I did this unboxing video. And then I did this thing that I had an idea for, where it was like it was like when everyone was all hyped that Final Fantasy 15 was finally coming out. And I was like, you know what, let me just film myself walking to my damn mailbox, and then on the way, like, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna take my camera on a tripod and then just find some random Final Fantasy games that I laid out like towards the mailbox.
Oh, see the other hospital show you might be thinking of, Ovesa is it was called ER, or the other one, the other comedy one was called Scrubs.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty good. So,
it was good. I don't know if because I think you might be trying to think of ER, which was a more serious one.
Oh, I was talking about Scrubs because I know the comedy one Scrubs was pretty good.
Yeah, Doctor Cosby was fucking amazing though.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I did that, and then I did director's commentary about the whole unboxing 15, which is basically like, alright, cool, we're gonna give you how the hell I did this with some bullshit. And then I did my Final Fantasy 15 review. It was pretty cool.
I never actually finished, like, actually played that game, but I've been kind of wanting to. Because it just looked like a kind of decent Final Fantasy.
It is. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think that was just because I was like, oh, this Final Fantasy is like a perfect Final Fantasy. 10 out of 10. And then, like, as I look back on it, I probably could have gave it, like, maybe a 9.
It seemed pretty good, though. Like, it definitely seemed like it was better than,
what you just said.
You know, than what people were saying. I mean, people always used to hate in the 13 series. I actually quite like the 13 series.
Yo, I love the 13 series. I wish I had, I wish I had photos to share. I think I might be able to get away with it on Twitter.
I never played, what do you call it? I played a bit of Lightning Return, but I can never actually finish it. Just because it's fucking a pain in my dick. Basically.
God damn it.
Because she kinda was a pain in the dick. So.
Alright, here we go. We're going to my Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna scroll because I believe there's some stuff that could get me banned. So we're just gonna...
porn-wise, yeah, pretty much, probably.
Yeah, but I'm trying to... When was this? Hold on.
I mean, why didn't... Here's a question, right? Like, is you're on your actual Twitter now?
Yeah, this is my actual Twitter. But I clicked on the media and I just scroll really fast because I know what's on my Twitter. So I made this tweet. I made this tweet saying some people are addicted to drugs, others to alcohol, most to Nintendo amiibos. For me, well, I bought Final Fantasy 13 for like the 4th time, and then I did, and then I think it was on sale for Christmas. I don't believe I put it up, or it might be. Hold on.
Cause see, I bought cause I had 13 and 13.2 for the PS3, and then I was wanting it for the I was playing it on Xbox 360, I wasn't in the Xbox, so I went and bought it for Xbox 360 and had to go through the whole fucking game again.
So here, this tweet is basically Final Fantasy 13 was on sale for the PC, and I was like, shit, I have to buy it. But here, I believe this is the third. No, this is the 6th. This is the 6th thing that I've had the voice actress of Lightning sign, which is the collector's edition box of Lightning Returns.
Is that the voice actor Lightning, or?
Yep. This is her in the flesh, and that's me looking
you
like...
just dock yourself live on air?
What do you mean?
Is that you in the picture?
Yes, that's me in the picture. I'm the one holding the box.
Well, I didn't know we didn't dox you, right? Fuck. Why the fuck we've been doxed online?
No.
Shit. That's it, stream's done, boys. Cut it, shut it down. We've been fucked. Shit.
No,
quick,
no. The voice actress has a Twitter. You can't.
No, I was talking about you being doxed. You fucking.
Oh, I've shown.
I've take you, you fool.
I've shown my face. multiple times on stream. I'm not doxing myself. Everyone knows that I'm a I'm a fatty.
Oh, they've not even seen me yet. Fuck. Like, I actually have a picture on the Dead Palace Discord of me holding my my football team's league trophy because it was on the last day of the season, and our team had finished the game. Like, basically what it was, it came down to if we won the game and the other team drew or lost, we won the league, right?
Yeah.
And the problem was though is that our game finished before theirs did, so we're like, oh shit. So we were just like, kind of. I mean, obviously, like we won the game, so we were kind of like the players stuff that were hanging around, like, oh shit, did we win? And we had to wait on fucking confirmation coming from Kirkcaldy, which is where the other team was playing. The game had fucking was over, and it was fucking hilarious because we had been told that we could get pitch invasion. So we were told to get ready. So I was getting everyone ready because I was the supervisor of my end. I was like, okay, I was getting the gates unlocked to get ready, and I was kind of hanging around, just kind of like, okay, what's happening? Are we, what's going on? And then we won, and the whole fucking place erupted, and then we get fucking stormed. I was like, well, it's gonna take a while. I was there for another hour. I was supposed to be finished at like 5. I was there till like 6. So it was good though, because I actually got a few pictures with some of the actual players and stuff like that. So it was good fun.
Alright, so I'm gonna give you. So you know how I'm known as a boat.
Oh, so I seen Ruby, by the way. Just want to point this out. I seen Ruby.
Oh.
One of those pictures down below. And Ruby is not trash. Whoever says Ruby's trash, just get a ban. You know. Just saying. There we go. Up one. Up. No. Go back a bit. I'm fucking. The problem is I'm delayed. and looking at your Twitter, so I'm trying to see. Okay, so it's you see it's like a Ruby picture.
Where?
Keep going. Wait, keep going, one more. It's right there. Is that Ruby? No, it's not. I mean, my bad. Panic now. Stop. It's fine. I seen it now. It's not Ruby.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you some context on this tweet right here. So you know how I'm known as the Boat Waifu guy?
Yeah, the Boat Waifu. The you had a guy on your screen. I don't know what that's all about. It's like,
oh,
you know,
so
you know as the Boat Waifu. No, hold on. No, sorry, that's not you. That's Felicity. Got that.
So
Felicity's weird.
I bought the Boat Waifu anime like on Blu-ray. And
Is that that? Okay, yeah, is that the one with the chick? Hold on, let's see. Maybe. I don't know. I thought there was one with like a chick that's like grey, she's like a battleship or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, there are that kind of things, but I was like, all right, cool. I bought the best, what I believe was the best anime I've ever seen, even though some people might say otherwise. But
oh, they probably will do. Yeah, I mean,
I got to meet. I didn't take a picture because I didn't really ask, but I got to meet the voice actress of Nagato and Kirishima in the anime, and so I have the two. I took 2 pictures of since this cover is double-sided. I was like, cool. One side has Nagato on it with her the voice actress's signature, and then the other one has the Kagawa sisters with Kirishima's signature on it. And I was like, now I have both sides to flip and stuff. This man,
I can die happy.
I was like, yeah. I basically said I could die happy. Like, you can kill me right now, and I can die.
I remember one Comic Con I went to, and I met, I got shook hands with Bishop from Aliens. I also got to shake hands and actually get a photo and get a sign. I had it was it was a Chancellor Gorgon, or Gorgon, I think it was, from Star Trek 6, because the first Star Trek film I ever seen was Star Trek 6: Undiscovered Country. And I got him to sign the front cover of my Star Trek DVD, so that's like completely signed. My dad met one of the assistants to old Doctor Who. I also met Seo from Arrow. I got a picture with him. And then I got to shake hand, got a signed picture and got to meet Doc Hologram from Voyager.
Ah.
So I was like, oh, it was really weird meeting him because like he was huge. I was like, oh my god, it's Doc Hologram. The fuck, you know? So it was really weird.
Oh yeah, I can't believe I remember I tweeted this out on the 4th of July. It's supposed to be like a joke on like no, it's supposed to be like how the whole meme about like Frank West saying he always covers wars.
Yeah.
I basically like from the words of a true American, Frank West, I've covered wars, you know.
I find it really shitty how they fucking they they killed shit, boys. That's it. Stream's over. Fucking damn. I don't want to hear conversations. Oh, okay then, Mom. Holy shit. Stream chat, bail.
I guess the restream isn't happening.
Stream chat, run, quick, disperse. Save yourselves.
I guess the restream isn't happening.
The hell? That was so weird. I don't want to hear conversations. What the fuck? You won't get really aggressive like scary.
I guess the restream is over. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, boys. Nice knowing you. Will Zombie Smasher make it out alive? Tune in next time. Same time, same bad time channel.
Shut up. That's all. I can't do it in my room because my laptop is old.
Oh, fucked. Is it gonna be all fucked up?
I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm... I guess I'll have to cancel the restream. Goodbye, everyone.